Hey Titans! Welcome back with our weekly school news with Emily, McKenna,
Jacob,
and Sydney. Hi, I'm Emily and I'm here with
Dustin.
and we're going to be talking a little bit about Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts is an organization where we go outside and we get into nature, we go camping and all that kind of stuff. We earn merit badges, which are where we accomplish a skill. Like I'm working on my chess merit badge right now, and we also do service projects to help with the environment and the community.
So tell me a little bit about the levels of Boy Scouts.
Well, there are a scout rank, which is the first rank you earn, and it's basically just going over the basic stuff like the scout oath and law. And then we have our tenderfoot, which is basically teaching us how to camp. And then we have our second class, which is what I'm at right now. And we have to kind of start learning basic skills about being outside, like we have to hike so many miles. And then for first class we have to pass a swim test, and then it's again with the hiking and camping stuff. And then there's Star, and Star Scout is we have to have a job for so long in the troop. That's a bigger job, like a leadership role. And then life is that kind of same thing again. And then we have our Eagle Scout, where we have to do a service project, and we have to have so many hours of hiking and camping.
Do you plan on continuing Boy Scouts?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to become an Eagle Scout?
Oh yeah.
And for our last question, what do you like about school? Like, what's your favorite subject, favorite thing that you've learned?
Music.
Why would you think music is the most important?
Because music makes people happy.
This week, Titan News is hosting a dress down. On Monday, we'll be wearing Hawaiian gear. On Tuesday, we will be wearing our favorite summer vacation t-shirts. And then on Wednesday, we'll be wearing our Titan gear or team shirts.
How do you tell a janitor happy birthday? Supplies!
this one is where's Spider-Man's home page? It's on the web.
Why you never see elephants up in trees? Because they're really good at hiding there.
What do you do to the tissue when you want it to dance? You pull it.
What do you call something that's orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot.
Call a rooster staring at a pile of lettuce. A chicken sees a salad.
Why do gorillas have big nostrils? Big finger.
What is a ghost's favorite fruit? Blueberries.
Do you know why elephants wear tennies? Because 90s are too small and 11s are too big.
What did one lawyer say to the other lawyer? We're both lawyers.
Hello Titans, I'm McKenna from Titan News, and I'm here with
Aiden Weisman.
And tell me about yourself, Aiden.
I am a 7th grader in Team 7B, and I like hunting, mushroom hunting, paintball, and just those are my hobbies.
Okay. And today I'm interviewing Aiden because some of you guys know and some of you guys do not know, he is
I am a beekeeper.
Yeah. And Aiden, what did you just do?
I recently opened my new beehive and to take a look and see how they were doing, just to make sure they were producing any wax or brood, which is what you just call them, like larvae or baby bees, and they're doing pretty phenomenal right now.
Okay, well that is so good. And now let's talk about your hive for a moment. How did you get it?
I bought the hive pieces online, which were expensive, and the bees themselves you can get from your local beekeeper, which trust me, there's tons of, or you can even buy them online too. but the mailing process, I'm not even sure how that works.
Were you anxious to open your hive, or were you a bit scared? What were you feeling?
I wasn't as much scared as I was anxious. Most things I was scared about was getting stung and having a bad reaction because I had to have my EpiPen on me. And the person behind me taking photos, they weren't wearing any protection, and that was pretty scary because they could have gotten stung and had a bad reaction too. And I was a little anxious to see how they were doing, and because there's so many diseases and things that can go wrong, that, I mean, I could have pretty much just killed my entire hive the first day I might have opened it. The other thing is that, I accidentally, I squished a few of them by accident, they sort of got angry at me, and they were in a bad mood for the rest of the day. But I'm doing pretty good right now. It's just a little overwhelming at the moment.
Okay. So as you said that you were kind of anxious and like a bit scared about what was going to happen, did anything happen?
No, not really. The person that was taking photos was perfectly fine. They got a little creeped out though, just because I sort of, after I squished a little bee, that the hive got all angry and stung my hands. None of them touched me though. And that getting the bees off the comb when I needed to look at them was very hard because bees won't sting as much as they will with wasps and bumblebees, but it takes something to get them aggravated like I managed to do. But getting them off the comb to look at it, it's very hard to do.
Okay, so since the bees are producing honey and wax, what are you going to be doing with all of it?
Honey is mostly just for consumption, and wax you can make hundreds of products with. Just beauty products, furniture polish, you can make candles and lip balm. All that stuff is going to get sold at the farmer's market. About 1/3 of the products though are going to be used for home use and to give to friends. But that's mostly what we're just going to do with it.
Okay, well that is so cool. You have like your own little business and everything. Okay, so how long do you think you'll have your hive, and are you enjoying it?
I am enjoying it a lot. I really like having this hobby / mini job, It's getting me kick-started on life, So I'm probably going to have this hive until either I can't have it anymore, I can't keep track of it, or I move out. And if anything, I think I'm going to expand because you can have multiple hives in the same yard. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do as long as I'm successful.
Okay, so how did you get started?
Starting was fairly simple. You would get the little box of bees that you would get from the local beekeeper, and then you would just transfer the frames, which is what you would take out of the beehive to look at anyways. You would take the frames out of that box and then transfer it to your own hive, close up the hive, and then leave them. And you leave them for about a week, and then you would come back, and then you would look at it.
What got you interested in bees?
Well, it was just the fact that I really like bees, and it makes good money, and you don't have to be that responsible for them. If you leave them out for a day, say you're going on for a vacation for a week, they'll be perfectly fine by themselves. Nothing's going to touch them. And the other thing that got me interested was other beekeepers were at farmers markets, and they were very happy with what they were doing. And the fact that, pesticides and all sort of stuff are sort of killing all these bees. So, one more hive is going to do some good.
Okay, so thank you for letting me interview you today, and I'm so glad I got to learn a little bit more about beekeeping.
Have a great week, Titans, and don't forget to choose Titans.